name's Jeff Stevens. I'm with Corel, and we just launched AfterShot Pro, non-destructive workflow software, and I'd like to show you a little about it. So we just launched this yesterday. It runs on Windows, Mac, and Linux. You can download copies right now for $99, and it's all about giving photographers total control over their workflow, importing images, or just clicking on a folder, getting to work right away, and very, very fast, non-destructive editing. So if you take a look at a shot like this, I shot this in Tibet because I like the color of the sky and the subject matter in the foreground. But the foreground is blue, it's a little dingy, it's a little hard to see. So if I do my white balance adjustment, like you can do in any application, I lost the characteristic of the sky, which was so important. So that's not what we want to do. Instead, I'm going to create an adjustment layer, and very quickly on the raw file, completely non-destructively, just select the bottom part of that image, and then when I do my white balance adjustment, the bottom part of that image gets adjusted, but the top stays perfectly intact. And then maybe want to add another adjustment like fill light to boost those shadows. And very, very quickly you can apply multiple edits to specific portions of your image really quickly. You can see I was a little bit lazy with the top of that staircase. If I zoom in, that region cut off the top of the stairs, which is no problem. We'll just go back with our paintbrush now and just add in a little painted region over the top of the stairs. And very quickly it's on the same layer, so it gets those same settings, so you can really get fine-tuned control over your photos really, really fast. And so you can see in a couple of clicks we went from that to that. Very, very quick and easy. But we can go one step farther. I really like the blue of the sky, so let's keep going and really emphasize that. So I'm going to make a new layer and very quickly just outline the top of the mountains and around this monument. And again, this is non-destructive, so you can move these points around. Later you can add more points or delete them. I'm just being pretty quick with it right here. And now grab my temperature slider and just emphasize that blue a little bit more, since that was such a key element in my photo. So very quickly we took that and we got that really fast. That's what it's all about, total control over your raw files really quickly. We've also got tools to do noise correction. So in a shot like this, indoor sports is one of the hardest shooting conditions. This was shot with the original Canon 1D at ISO 3200, so there's noise all over the place. And very quickly I can just turn on Noise Ninja and get beautiful low noise images really fast. Then I can hit Control-C to copy those image settings, go to my next photo that was shot at about the same time, and we'll zoom into this image and you can see it's shot at the same time, same condition, so it's just as noisy. I'll hit Control-V and it's going to fix that image also very quickly. So if you actually shot this volleyball tournament, you probably have thousands of photos, all with the same problems. You edit one, you copy and paste those settings across all the rest of them, and you get beautiful looking results really, really fast. One thing you'll also notice is that as I'm moving through these raw files, it's very, very responsive. Just click on a file, and as soon as it comes up, you can start adjusting it right away. Very, very fast, very responsive. It never says waiting or loading. You just go to work right away. So what I've done here is I've been working in file system mode, which is just a really quick way to click on a photo or a folder, and it'll load all the photos in that folder really quickly, and then you can jump into one and start editing right away. Or, if you want, you can import your images into a library, and you'll get access to this metadata browser. So this is great for enthusiast photographers that shoot a whole lot and want to be able to find their photos after the fact. So in this catalog, I've got about, about 4,000 photos in this catalog. And so I just want to find the good ones, the 1, 2, or 3 star images. And then of those, I just want to find the good ones shot in Honduras. So that's a little bit better. That's about 160. Now, of my good ones in Honduras, I really only want to see the ones shot with my wide-angle lens at 14 millimeters. And then that's the shot I was looking for. So very quickly you can go from a huge set of photos and drill down very specifically on the one file or a small number of files that were interesting to you. So it's all about flexibility. You can have a catalog if you want to, you can have multiple catalogs, or you can just skip it altogether, work straight from the file system view, click on a folder, and the images in that folder will come up very, very quick and easy. So we have a third-party plugin interface that, with a brand new product, there are not a lot of plugins out there right now, but we're pushing that very aggressively. And our plugins are built right into the image pipeline. It's not a step that happens after the raw file conversion. You don't send it to the plugin like you do in other applications. You just turn it on. It's just like any other tool. So this is just a very simple black and white conversion plugin, and I've turned it on. And what's unique about the plugins in AfterShot is that as you make other adjustments with the built-in tools, you don't have to reapply that plugin or go send it to the plugin again. So you can make different adjustments. You can copy and paste plugin settings. If I go back to my full screen mode, with my plugins, my black and white plugin selected, I'll hit Control C, then go to the next image and hit Control V, and it takes on those exact same plugins. So plugins work just like any other tool in the application, and that even includes the selective editing. So I can take a shot like this and make a very broad region around our bride, like that. I'm going to invert the region to only operate on the background, make a very, very large feather, and then turn on my plugin. So the background gets the plugin and not the foreground. So third-party plugins work with the selective editing tools as well as undo, redo, copy, paste, presets built integrally into the product. It's available right now. We just started shipping it yesterday. It costs $99 for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And you can run on multiple machines, so install it on your Linux netbook, put it on the Mac that you travel with, and your Windows machine at home. And box products will be available around the world by the end of the month. You can find more information at corel.com/aftershot.